Okay, I'm back. I arranged the file in pretty simple way. So I made it instead of everything in one geometry node, I split it into three, right? So whatever new node has, these are the new nodes that I teach you. Okay, I taught you. I don't know. English is not my native language, so forgive me if there's a grammar mistake. Okay, so the new nodes I've written everything. So I arranged it everything pretty well. So I wanted to also add one more thing in the copy to point. So it's like I showed you how to scatter on the surface and add and give a random points, okay, and also jittering, generating and jittering. Okay, so what if it's like here you have I change the count to pretty big so that you can see there is nothing inside. Inside it is empty, isn't it? So what can you do? So how do you fill inside? That's a good question, right? Like, how do you fill inside? So there is a node called, of course there's a node, you don't need to type anything, there is a node for that. Sorry, crash happened to happen for no reason. I have no idea why crash happened. So I'll give you a little trick about if to get your crash point easily. All right, it's just simple. So it's simple as that. You go to your PC. This is for Windows. I don't know how to get that in the Mac. So what you do is percentage temp percentage. Okay, you click percentage temp percentage, then it goes directly to the app data local, and there you will have Houdini temp file. So you go in temp file, then this is the guy. This is where my crash happened and it's lying here. So this is an autosave. It's like not autosave, like crash point, I would say. Crash points, like just before crashing Houdini tried to make a backup to the temp file. Okay, but you always have, and you cut or copy, whatever. I like it to do cut. You cut, Control X, and then so you go to your project and paste it. All right, and change your name if you want. But every time Houdini tried to keep a backup, autosave, in other words, autosave, so which will be always here, but autosave will have a date, like it is not the crash moment, I would say. Okay, so you have two type of backup. So one inside the folder, project folder, in backup. So this is Houdini gave this name. I did not do anything, so it's a Houdini name for me, backup, and it'll be there. And the other method is, like I said, percentage temp percentage. Okay, so that's the latest. That will be the latest crash point, right? So I was explaining like how do you get points inside, right? Points inside. Okay, so there are two ways. So one way is that bring a new, and one way is like right click in the fluid. It lays on the fluid because this node we usually it's called points from volume, and this node we usually use it for fluid when we are doing water, fluid, liquid. Okay, so that's when we mostly use. That's why this node lies under fluid. All right. So but it does the same job for anything. So you click here, you plug it in, and yeah, so this is a guide. Okay, blue, when you see blue, don't think it created something for you. It is blue is guide basically. All right, so if you want to see more clearly, then put a null, and yeah, you see here inside you got points, but you see it's all uniform, like straight, isn't it? I believe you can see it's straight. So how can you get rid of this straight look? Don't worry, inside the point from volume node you have jitter, so you can jitter like how you want. So now if you connect, I will, so even this is point separate. So point separate is like, it means from one point to another point if there is no jitter. Okay, So one point to another point is 0.1 is the distance. Okay, so which means if you want to have them closer, then you know the length or the distance you have to cover it by lower number. Okay, so I will put maybe 5. Yes, see, so now each one is separated with 0.05 distance. If you hover over, you can see the smallest distance between any two of the generated points. Okay, so but I will make a big number so that my what I'm after will be faster. Okay, and I can avoid crashing, right? So now I have this, and I tend to connect on the switch node. I created a switch node for, you know, so that it's easy to connect. So right now I'm viewing from this one because I told you straight line, others are dotted line, and so I'll switch to this. I think that is, yeah, that is the input 3. Okay, so you can change the input order, yeah, if you want it. Yeah, keep it in the first and then you put 0. Yeah, the order is right, see, so you can change the order by clicking here, right? And that's how you can put inside. And there's one more method that I want to give you a glimpse about it. So you see here points from volume, right? So you see the name volume. Now you might have a nostalgic feel of, you know, going back to 10th grade or 9th grade, like volume, surface, all that mathematics. So yes, of course, you like a little bit of maths will be helpful, just helpful, all right? Nothing, it's not, you can follow this entire series and you will be good with math also. So you don't need, it is not necessary right now, but if you know maths, awesome, and computer science as well. So that is volume, right? So volume means, I'll give a quick and easiest way I can explain is that surface is, you see here, so this is surface. So you're like, what, which is surface? This is polygon, points, vertices. Now you're saying this is surface. Yeah, so it's like if you go inside, it is empty. So surface area or surface is an area that describes the material that will be used to cover the geometric solid. So covering, right? So the cover, what covers the geometry is surface. Okay, and the volume is how much figure can hold inside. So that is volume. Here you can see this is surface, this is just a cover, right? Inside there is nothing. Yeah, but outside I look so handsome, but inside nothing. So that is surface. And volume is outside. If you have a cover, it is there, but inside you will have something. So it can be anything. It can be cotton, it can be smoke, it can be rocks, water. So all are volume inside. Okay, so that's the easiest thing I can explain right now, right? So to do so, that is what the points from volume is. So basically what they are doing is they are creating a points, and they take this as a surface to volume. So it's like this is a surface, but empty surface, but then they put some volume inside, and that is how it is. Okay, and inverted volume is, so there is empty inside. Okay, so that is invert. Again, I'll put to 2. Yeah, so that is what volume is. So we need a volume to scatter point inside. All right, so we are like, so this one is actually what it is trying to do is, in the scatter node, what is actually trying to do is, it is looking for whatever inside or outside. It is actually looking, but what it can see is only the polygon and primitive and all those stuff. It is not seeing anything inside. Okay, that is why it is not generating any points. This scatter node is not generating anything inside, because it's empty, right? So in order to get that, This time I'll bring this rubber toy. I'm tired, sick and tired of bringing pig head. So I have a I'm rubber toy now, and I put a scatter. So like you thought, it just scatter on the surface because there is nothing inside, as we all know that, like inside nothing, empty. That's just a hole. Oh shit, it's a hole. So we have to put some volume. All right. So we will be covering volume. So if you right click, you can see VDB. VDB. So V stand for volume, I guess, or voxel. I don't know the exact full form of VDB. Even I typed on Google and I couldn't find it. Some people say it's volume based data. Some people says voxel database, and some people say volume database. So but anyway, it is volume. Okay, so there are a lot of nodes, of course, so we won't be going through this method now. We have another simple method to put volume inside. There's a volume tab. In that volume you can see ISO offset. There are a bunch of others, but we will look ISO offset now. Okay, so the reason why I'm not going through any other, because this is not relevant. Like volume is basically for when we create pyro or smoke and fire. That's when we need this everything. But this is just a trick to get points inside of your geometry. Okay, so if you want to play, if you want to copy something inside, so then you need a volume. All right, so ISO offset is a volume tool. So you can see, I will go back to dark. Okay, you can see volume. This is just volume. Yes, so you can adjust it is not accurate, but you can make it accurate by increasing your division sample. I'll leave it like that. Now you see, now the scatter node is like, yeah, I found something inside. Now I will scatter points inside. So that is what happening here. All right. Okay, so and also one more thing you can notice is that if you now middle click it, you have voxel, and all of this primitive is 1 now, and polygon is gone because there is no polygon. And instead of polygon there is volume. Yeah, see, volume. All right. And what is voxel? I'll tell you what is voxel. Is that voxel means, I think if you will be familiar with pixel, isn't it? Pixel. So pixel is image based. The TV you are watching, the TV that you have, the mobile that you have will have a resolution, maybe like 2K, 4K resolution. That's a resolution. So I'll give an example of 2K that you probably have on your phone or TV or monitor. Okay, so it means 2048 into 1080. So what is that? Is it's which one is horizontal? So length into breadth, or I don't know, like I think this is rows and column. Okay, so in a simple way, it's that it says there are 2048 pixel. Okay, like 2000 pixel. So if this is your frame of TV, okay, so this box of pixel, there's like 2048 pixel here and 1080 pixel, rows and column. That's how you get a sharp image. So if you go 4K, then will be 4000 pixel. Okay, so this is what pixel. All right, so voxel it's the same thing. This is image, or you can say just a 2D. There is no 3D, no 3 depth. In TV you can't go look for the 3 depth, third dimension. But voxel it's a box. Okay, it's like box of my box of one box is one voxel. So likewise there are 810 voxel. Okay, and each voxel has a size of 0.28. So okay, and there are 810 voxel. So 810 voxel is like, you can see a sharp edges, so it's a voxel. So as you increase the division, then you see now 92,000 voxel is there, and each has a 0.4 size. Okay, so that is what happening in voxel. That's the difference between basically voxel. This voxel means voxel and pixel. We are in 3D now, bro, so no pixel, we only deal with voxel. Okay, so that's how you can arrange it, uh, increase or decrease, and put it's the same as point from volume. Okay, so I click that. I think this is the last output, so let's go to the last output. Yes, see, yes, so that's it. So that's how you can bring points inside of your geometry. So let's continue with the other copy nodes, such as copy points and curves. Okay, so let's begin with the copy points. Won't take long, of course. So it is same as I have all of this arrangement, like you see the points inside, all of that. So so I will plug into that settings. It can be anything, of your choice. Only thing I'm changing is, instead of copy stamp, so this is copy stamp, space F, and I will change to some simple, yeah, maybe this one, yeah, this one. So I think that one is 0. So 0 is of course point inside GR2, point from the volume. That's what I'm taking in consideration. Like, see, so this is what I'm taking in consideration, just to show you what happens. Okay, so stamp is this one. Okay, stamp, and but when I connect that to, so when I connect same thing here, just the same thing. It's like I'm connecting this here, just like stamp is connecting to here, stamp is connecting to here, and I'm connecting this node to the same, and also stamp is connecting to that, the points which is coming from switch, same as this one. Okay, so just like, I don't want to delete and stuff, I just want to show you the difference. So if I click here, nothing happens, it's all the same. So that is exactly I wanted to tell you. Copy stamp and copy points are same. I'll plug in a torus, even it has a geometry, it does that. Okay, so the same thing. So I have no idea why they created this node. Okay, so even they have that, right? But when comes to, so in the so it's the same. It's like even this recognize geometry with points, and even this recognize geometry with points, even without points. So I don't know why they created, but maybe it is more useful when it comes to attributes. So in the point copy to point, attribute from retarget is very different, so which we will cover in the next level, right? This is just a base, the level 1. This is level 1 of copy and points. We're going to do the second level 2, right? So copy point and copy stamp, it's the same. So here I would suggest, in copy node, copy stamp is better, right? So the next one is copy to curve. I changed the number of copy to 1, because it is like it was building many inside, so I'll just put it in 1. Okay, everything is default in copy stamp now. Okay, so now you can see both are same. It's like if you click here, view it, everything is same, but if you click on the copy to curve, then you can see the normal or the origin is changing. See, it changes. Okay, so that means copy to curve has some advantages when it comes to copy to stamp and copy to point. The only advantage that I found is, I'll show you, but within this 3 node, I would definitely go for copy stamp in a future lesson, because it has a lot of things you can do. You have a separate attribute places and separate stamp places, but here you have only attribute place. And even here, if you notice, you have not much of tab, just this copying, instant framing, and these are very cool things. See the attribute, this setting is there for everything, every node. Okay, every node. So yeah, see, every node, every copy node has that same attribute from target. Okay, so which we will be discussing in the level 2, because it is attribute, and I have only taught you very few of attributes yet, like only cd attribute and customizing your attribute, like on attribute. I did not do further about attribute, so I can't go here right now. So this has cool features that I would like to show you, right? Okay, I'll clear from here, I'll make it into a new group, so I keep it back to where it was. So just arranged things. So to explain about the curve, we know that we have a custom path, right? Custom path. So like we already have a curve, like earlier I discussed, creating draw curve and creating your on nerve curve. So I already have a curve, so I don't want to spend time on making a new curve. So I will bring copy to curve. Okay, so then, I have a copy of this and I have copy of curve. I don't want to redo it again, so that's why I just took a copy. You can get the copy by holding on the alt key and dragging, so you get the copy. So that's how you can bring the copy easily. So I'll connect sphere and curve, and the resample also I'll take the copy. Okay, I'm lazy to do. So see this node. So this node applies to the copy to curve. Okay, so copy to curve basically is that, but even it can does what copy stamp do. In the box, if you click on the box, you can also get the box. See, box, right? It does what copy stamp do. But the cool feature that I would like to introduce is that I will connect to the curve, because curve will give you that options very perfectly. So I'll bring torus instead of sphere, right? So instead of sphere, I'll bring torus, because in sphere, if anything happens, it is all round, right? So you won't see the cool part. Okay, so you see here right now it looks like a chain. Okay, so of course this you can get with copy stamp also, but the cool feature here you have with the copy to curve is, if you come down, you say it's the additional rotation. That is the cool part. You click the additional rotation, then you have a bunch of 3 options. So there is apply roll and twist, so it's gonna apply roll and twist also. So if you click here, you can roll it and you can twist it. Yeah, it is like, isn't that cool? So isn't that cool? Yeah, right. So it is cool, I believe. So you cannot do this in copy stamp with the level 1 method. Of course you can do a lot of stuff in copy stamp, but for that you need attributes, you need to do custom things. But here no custom thing, only tweaking how many twists you want, and partial twist, little of partial twist, like some part will be twisted, the other won't. Okay, so that's one method. And you have another yawn. Yawn means it's gonna rotate towards what's it, this, what is this, You see, you can see here, it's going to rotate. Okay, so to view it more clearly, I'll bring a box. And of course switch, and change the box size to maybe 1, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, 1 is good. Okay, so as I rotate the yaw side, then you see it's like it's rotating this side, chin 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 chin, like a machine, right? And the other way, and there is apply pitch side, so pitch is the other side, you know, see the other side. So you can twist and rotate inside copy, like copy to curve. That's how you can do it. And also you have another option. So additional rotation is that, and the option is scaling, so scale and shear. So there's not much about this. This is uniform scale and spear. I wish it has a random scale or something inside the node. Actually you can bring from outside, which I'll show you in level 2, but it will be more cooler, like, you know, if you have any options saying that you can control, you know, the endpoint has to be big, the start point have to be small, something like that will be cooler, but it is not there here. Okay, and there is like stretch around the turns. So if you come up here in the resample, you can see this is the turn happens, right? So that side will be stretched. Yeah, it will be stretched. See, you see stretch, and you can say that how much stretch you want, like good or bad. Okay, so that's about stretch and copy to curve. Of course you have this pack and instant option, which is there for everything. Like now it is packed, 88 points are being packed. And frame, there is nothing to talk about. The frame is actually like how the normal, so how you can like target up vector, the normal of what, the normal of points. Okay, so it has a I told you, right, normal is like where it is phased. What is normal means where this particular polygon is facing. Okay, so that is what normal is. So that is what normal is. And target up vector, so up vector will be like the normal's straight vector. Okay, so that is normal's up vector. You see up vector, you will be so you notice this one, because we're gonna say, or like this, like one of technical term, like up vector, turn the up vector, you can hear a lot. So this is so each one has a point and it has a normal based on, so it right now it doesn't have a normal. If you right click, if you click, no, it doesn't have a normal, but this will create a normal based on the curve. Okay, so you can change that to x-axis, you can change that to y-axis. You can if you want to see clearly, I will remove this roll and stuff, so you can see now it is all facing the y-axis, isn't it? Y. Now x-axis, yes, it is doing its best too. And now z-axis, see, so that is so that's about that. This is the curve, the normal. This is now, right now this is based on the curve. Okay, you can use whatever you want. Even tangent you will be hearing a lot in the advanced classes, so here we don't need it. Okay, ignore that. And attribute, of course, ignore, don't you worry about that, we will cover all those. And level 1 is all about this. Now you know what is the use of copy stamp and how you can bring different points and replace that point to whatever geometry. But of course in this level 1 there are limitations, like you still might be having some doubt, like how can you get different size, like customized size, like one is big small, or like, you know, one is big and then gradually it decreases to small. So likewise there are a lot of other which I need to cover, and also another, maybe you will have like, okay, I need a spear here, but a box here and and a multiple, basically multiple geometry. Yes, you can bring multiple geometry as well, and with a different shape and size, all of that. Like we can give a random in everything, but in order to do that, you need to know about attributes. In this website URL you can find this. Basically Houdini has all the documentation. If you have any doubt, you can just go to the Houdini side effects and you have all of this. But I will try to cover without even going to this website. I will try to cover everything. So in order to do the different orientation means angle or direction. Okay, and there are plenty that you need to know, or you need to by heart it, because it's going to be very useful for customizing your effects or your what you are trying to do. So but these are very simple. Like honestly, these are very simple, which I will go through in the next class. So the next class will be about creating a project based on a donut with icing and sprinkles. There are plenty in the YouTube, but I'm gonna cover using whatever tools you learned already. Okay, so that's the cool part, like whatever tools you know already. So that's how I'm going to create the next project. You will know the power of tools that you already knew. So far the video, whatever you watched, you have learned few nodes, right? So in that nodes, what can you build? So that's what I'm going to do in the next project. All right, so that's it. Play around with all this copy and get familiar with it. All right, bye.